Court. We are here, and gonna be playing a little bit of Skyrim for this evening. Kind of getting settled in on doing a little bit of an extra stream, a little unscheduled action as we carry on with our story here with Vilnith and Drani, traveling through Skyrim. Go ahead and load the save game here, and we will get started. Okay. When last we left off, we had done a fair bit of work kind of in and around Whiterun. I think we are going to run back to the Embershard mine, because I know we need some more ore that we can get out of there. And we'll do a little bit of exploring around the areas and try and work on some of our skills. Got some wide open tonnage there. Carry weight. And we do have some camping supplies and other essentials. Let me see about trying to build up enough money to at least purchase a breeze home here in Whiterun. Gonna need a place to offload our crap. The other thing we definitely need. See a man about a horse.
Man like you needs a war horse, I reckon. Suppose so. Got one all saddled if you've got the coin. You've got a deal. It's the one with the saddle. Ride strong.
It's not a guar, but it will do. This will help us get from point A to point B a little easier. Skills building is an important thing to see to every once in a while. Especially some of the crafting skills. A bit of leather and some food. Okay. Close to the mine. I'll leave our horse here just in case.
Caves. Wonder what's below.
That's close enough. That's close enough. That's close enough. You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
I would suggest that perhaps that first shot was a little more lethal. Just a bit. Let's get in here and see what we can find.
Trouble is in the air here.
You said it, Janasa.
Careful. Our footsteps will echo in every chamber and tunnel.
Told you, have someone standing guard out there. Don't forget the rock trap. So, stop your worrying and get some rest. The shift is coming up and I want you dozing off again like last time. Never should have come here.
There's somebody working in the mine there somewhere. And she got both her weapons out, which is good. Tattered journal. I've been working down here for days now. It's not the time. That's getting me though. Oh, hello, Eladek. Welcome. It's not the time that's getting to me though, it's these tunnels. I've told them countless times now to add extra supports to weak sections of the tunnel. Well, we had more of these wooden beams that we reinforced with bronze bottoms. Honestly, if I hear the earth shift one more time above my head, I'll be so stressed I'll stop drinking for good. I mean, what's a Nord without his mead? Alright. He met an unfortunate end, that's for sure. How's it going?
was that? Over here.
Yeah, I feel that one. Alright, let's look around for some iron ore down here. Got a node over here. See how much iron ore we can harvest out of this place.
Time to end this little game.
Alright, wish granted. And what though? It's a little dark right here.
I thought about becoming a bandit. I decided I preferred clean clothes and fresh meat.
Okay. So much fun with our roleplay playthrough here so far. We're doing an extra night here this week for it. Oh, there's a go. It's a good necklace. Let's put that one on. There's more iron ore. There's part of me that still stumbles in the brain box calling this one a classic game. It is one that is very quickly closing in on 15 years old. He's working a forge, he's not picking on stone. Don't think he knows we're here yet. 3 blessings, Sarah. Let's come introduce you to the ground, too.
Unnatural chill in the air. Some evil power is at work in this place.
Do you think? Bunch of bandits call this place home. And evil power at work in this place. Hmm. There we go, some salt pile. Be able to cook with that. Janasa, if I could hazard a guess there with it, I would say that these people probably need more Azura in their lives. Have a little bit of mystery. Unfortunately, they get us, which means that it's not so secret murder, so Mephala really doesn't apply. Certainly not my companion, so Boethiah's betrayal also doesn't apply. Mysteries it is, then. So that heads directly out. And what I want is to get down underneath the waterfall. So there's a treasure chest there. Didn't have much of an opportunity to search down here, so we'll do that quickly. And be on our way. Read that one later. Short and sweet, but we came ahead in some iron ore.
As we walk in stone passages, we delve into the very bones of the earth.
feel like we have a choice we can make. We can take the carriage to Riften. Or perhaps we can take it out to Markarth. Deal with the Forsworn there. Riften will at least have us closer to home in Morrowind.
And if they do, they'll kill him. That's not much of a prank.
Oh yeah? And what would you rather do?
Fortunately, we don't have as much of the cold weather gear yet to be able to deal with Dawnstar or parts of the northern tundra. But as we have a little bit of iron, we can stop and Whiterun briefly, smelt it down. Actually, no, we can do that in Riften. Under no obligation to sit and hang out here. Let's go to Riften.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. If you've never been to Riften, be sure to visit the Blackbriar Meadery. A few mugs of that, and you'll forget all.
Too lazy to walk, eh? Well, you found the right place.
No, Mitsur, I'm afraid I have not, as you have no Gwar. Nevertheless, it will do.
Hold there. Before I let you into Riften, you need to pay the visitor's tax.
What is this tax for?
For the privilege of entering the city. What does it matter?
Yes, it's obviously a shakedown.
Keep your voice down. You want everyone to hear you? I'll let you in. Just let me unlock the gate.
How stupid do you think I am, Nord?
Gate's unlocked. You can head inside
The
when you're ready.
Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Said I had another run-in with the Thieves' Guild.
Be careful, Neil. The Thieves Guild has Maven Blackbriar at her back. One snap of her fingers and you could end up in Riften jail. Or worse.
They represent the reason I'm here. I can't
Hey,
just ignore
I don't know you. You and Riften looking for trouble?
I just don't want you to leave.
It's up to you.
Don't say something you'll regret. Last thing the Blackbriars need is some loudmouth trying to meddle in their affairs.
And who are they?
The Blackbriars have Riften in their pocket, and the Thieves Guild watching their back, so keep your nose out of their business. Me? I'm Maul. I watch the streets for them. If you need dirt on anything, I'm your guy. But it'll cost you.
I'll just stay out of your
Suit
way.
yourself. I'll be at the docks if you change your mind.
I'm really getting tired of your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time for double the usual fee.
I know, but How was I to know the shipment would get robbed?
Next time, keep your plans quieter, and nothing would have happened to it.
What? Are you telling me you robbed it? Why? Why are you doing this to me?
Look, Chandra, last warning. Pay up or else. All I care about is the gold. Everything else is your problem.
Huh? What do you want?
What kind of troubles are you
I owe
in?
a great deal of money to someone, and I think they cheated me. I don't know what to do.
Tell me the details.
I was able to work out a deal with the stables in Whiterun to sell me some of their tack and harnesses. I borrowed some gold from Sapphire to pay for the shipment, but it got robbed before it even arrived. Now Sapphire wants her money back, and if I don't pay her, I think she's going to kill me.
Today's your lucky day, Sarah. I'm feeling generous. I'll help you pay off your debt.
You will? Oh, thank you. Be careful with Sapphire. She mixes with all sorts of nasty people.
What a coincidence, Sarah. So do I.
People of Riften, heed my words. The return of the dragons is not mere coincidence. This is one of the
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you carry, eh, lad? Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you carry, eh, lad?
Sorry,
I'm
what?
saying you've got the coin, but you didn't earn a septim of it honestly. I can tell.
Certainly we can come to some sort of an understanding.
How could you possibly know
It's all
that?
about sizing up your mark, lad. The way they walk, what they're wearing. It's a dead giveaway.
It's
but
none of your
that's what
concern.
you're wrong, lad. Wealth is my business. Maybe you'd like a taste. I've got a bit of an errand to perform, but I need an extra pair of hands. And in my line of work, extra hands are well paid.
What do you want me to do?
I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under his stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing. Sorry, I usually have a nose for this kind of thing. Never mind then, lad. If you change your mind, come find me.
Off you go then.
Yeah? What's your problem? I knew that stupid kid would try and find a way to weasel out of his debt. Look, this is really simple. I lent him some gold, he promised to pay me back, and now he says he's broke. End of story.
And you and I both know this is a setup.
All right, all right. I guess I made enough from his shipment. No need to waste any more time threatening a stable hand. Tell Shadra he doesn't owe me anything. I hope we bump into each other again.
We'll probably be coming back there as we need to rest here soon.
Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
How can Talos bless you, my child?
That's interesting. Yeah, we'll talk to her about Talos.
He's the protector of man, the dragon of the north, the patron of all Nords. And despite the Imperials and their treaty, he will always be one of the 9 divines. A devout Nord would rather fall in battle and have his blood spill upon the earth than allow the Empire to strike his name from the divinity.
I know the answer to it, but why all the hatred for the
Talos is
Empire?
part of our culture. He's part of our heritage and our tradition. He's Skyrim personified. To suddenly have all that wrenched away is like losing someone you hold dearly in your heart. The Empire already took my daughter from us, but by Talos, they will not take our homeland. Blessings up. I trained our daughter Lilia as a healer to one day tend the shrine of Talos and replace me as a priestess of Talos. When the fighting began over the white gold concordat, she ran off to join the Stormcloaks. She had her father's fire. How could I say no? She died out there, only having tended to the wounded soldiers for a few months. We never even found her body. The Empire burned all the dead.
Your tale is quite moving, madam, but the fact that the dead got burned is probably better off.
To serve you.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
It's a forge. There should be a smelter around here.
Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Sure. I'm a dirty beggar. Why would you want to even speak to me?
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here. Greetings, honored friend. Could I interest you in some fine jewelry? I do. Sadly, I'm one of the few traditional Saxhleel jewelers that remains in Tamriel. It's becoming a lost art. Only trouble is gathering materials has become hazardous. The roads to the mines and to the other cities are thick with bandits, and worse. Would you be interested in gathering some materials for me? I'd certainly be happy to compensate you.
Speaking my language, what can we get?
Thank you, Landstrider. I'm seeking a small list of items to complete my next creation. 2 flawless sapphires, a mammoth tusk, and a chunk of gold ore. Safe travels, Landstrider.
Easy enough.
Gems, potions, exotic ingredients, I have them all.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones.
Actually need a smelter. Meadery. The pond prawn.
To the pond prawn. What can I do for you? I have all sorts of interesting items for sale. Have you looked around? Catchy, isn't it? In my youth, I was a fisherman. I had a beautiful ship named the Brawny Prawn. But the years have a way of creeping up on you. I ended up selling that ship to open this place. Seemed only fitting to name it after her. Well, changed it a bit, I suppose. If I had been smarter, I would have kept my boat. Coming to this city was a big mistake.
And what's wrong with Riften?
The question is, what isn't wrong with Riften? This city is corrupt, rotten to the core. No one cares about anything except themselves, and how much coin they can make off the misery of others. Authorities, have you been listening to what I said? They're all dirty, every one of them. The only way to get things done in this city is to keep your head down and pay off the right people.
What do we got for
Some
sale?
may call this junk. Me? I call them treasures.
Not the worst equipment available. There's a mammoth tusk, but we know where we can get those for free, so I'll not be just buying one here. And he's out of money.
Until next time.
I thought for sure there'd be a smelter here. Been a long minute since I played this last. Well, while we're here, we'll go check in at the Temple of Mara.
Blessings of Mara upon you. Wonderful.
Tell me about your temple.
Mara is the goddess of love. The temple spreads her gifts by tending to the sick, the poor, and the lost. We also perform wedding ceremonies for all the loving couples in Skyrim. Yes, if you were ready, of course. Are you familiar with how marriage works in Skyrim?
Did you remind
Love
me?
in Skyrim is as earnest as the people who live here. Life is hard and short, so there's little room for long courtship. A person who is looking for a spouse simply wears an amulet of Mara about the neck, showing they are available. When another person shows interest and the two agree to be together, one of them comes to the temple and we arrange a ceremony.
Yeah, sure, we'll buy one.
Here you are. Now, remember, people in Skyrim respond to deeds. You'll find more people interested in your love if you help them. Good luck. Mara bless you. May you return to her benevolence and safety.
We'll give it some time before we ask her.
Miss out. Purchase a bottle of my genuine farmer blood elixir. Only 20 septims each.
Can I interest you in some fine goods from Morrowind?
You sure can. You have an odd name for a dark elf.
By birth, but I was raised Argonian. For reasons I'm still trying to discover, I ended up orphaned, then taken in by a kindly Argonian family in Black Marsh. I hope one day to find out what happened to me, how I ended up like that.
Do you have any clues?
I know when I was found by my Argonian father, I was wrapped in a blanket bearing the symbol of House Telvanni. It was one of the great houses in Morrowind long ago. Whether that means I was one of them or not, I'm uncertain. If you come across anything in your travels that might provide me with the answers I'm looking for, I'd be grateful. Thank you. Anything you can find would be of great help. Good luck.
It is eternally amusing to me. You know, especially playing a Dunmer who is from House Telvanni, but, you know, the game has no way of knowing that unless it asks me some questions. That it would advertise it as, you know, it's one of the old great houses.
You're welcome here. Otherwise, hit the road. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Welcome to the Bee and Barb, my lord. If I can interest you in one of our special drinks, you let me know.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Let's take a short nap. Okay, well rested. Well fed.
Talon, another round.
If you've got the coin,
Think
you're
you've had
welcome.
plenty, Volk.
Otherwise,
Maybe you should head on home.
Look, I already said Shadu doesn't owe me a thing, so get off my back.
Give me some more drink, or I'll have
You're a stranger here too, huh?
Suit yourself.
Visitors like us are rare in this part of Skyrim.
You're not from Riften?
I've been adventuring across Tamriel since I was a fresh-faced young woman barely able to swing a blade. My travels have taken me from High Rock to Valenwood, elsewhere to Morrowind, and all points in between.
Why are you here?
Many years ago, I lost my blade, Grimsever, within a Dwemer ruin. I took it as a sign that I was wasting my days in search of wealth. You and I are alike. We seek challenge and great fortune. But for me, that's where the similarities end. You see, Riften is my great beast to be slain, and my fortune comes from gratitude and trust. To call it a guild is ridiculous. How can people who would betray one another over a gold coin be considered part of an association? They're the worst kind. Even the Dark Brotherhood abides by a strict set of rules and tradition. These thieves are just rabble. What do you think?
I agree completely.
You know, I'm beginning to respect you. Other than Eren, you seem to be the only other person I've met I might be able to trust. Since we share the same opinion of them, let me warn you that they're recruiting others to join their guild, and you should be cautious.
Suit yourself.
Safe travels.
Okay, let's go ahead and tell Shadir that he's off the hook. Should be out here by the stables. There he is.
Too lazy
Any
to
luck with
walk,
Sapphire?
eh? Well, you found the right place.
But 8? You actually talked her into it? I don't know what to say. I didn't think anyone in Riften even cared what happened to me. Look, I was saving this, but I wanted you to have it. I thought I might need it if Sapphire came for me, but I don't need it anymore.
All right then.
Okay. So, instead of Riften,
Need a ride?
let's
Where
go
do
to
you want go?
Falkreath.
Climb and back, and we'll be off. Get up there.
Just before we start getting hot and heavy on the main quest line, we need a base of operations we can kind of live and work from. And I happen to know that Falkreath, thanks to the Homestead DLC, should have a house that we can build.
I'm getting out of here. I was Jarl once, but I was encouraged to step down when I took sides with the Stormcloaks. It was an Imperial plot, I tell you.
Sure it was, Suryo.
Yes, what is it that you want?
Jarl, I'm looking for work.
I demand tribute before you can be considered for any real tasks. How about drink? None of that local piss. Real Blackbriar mead, fresh from Riften.
Fantastic.
You better. I hate people who waste my time. Come and see me again sometime. I might have some use for you.
I'm the steward here. I serve under Jarl Sidgir and Jarl Dengir before him.
Wish she can have us some
Jarl
leads.
just put out a bounty on some bandits. Here, take a look at this decree for details.
Like that? How long have you been the steward?
Dengir, who made me a steward long ago when he was young. When Dengir's health began to fail, young Sidgir was appointed Jarl in his stead. It was simpler just to keep me as steward. Sidgir has no interest in running his hold, and so leaves such matters to me. As for my part, I do my best to see that folk are treated fairly. Many battles have been fought here over the centuries. Graves were dug and monuments built, and the town grew around these. In time, Falkreath came to be known as the Heroes' Graveyard. Many noble jarls and renowned warriors asked to be buried here. Falkreath's reputation has faded somewhat, but the graves remain, reminding us of the one inevitable truth of life.
That the Thalmor will betray the... Oh, no.
May wisdom forever light your
Right.
path.
I protect the Jarl, whoever that might be.
A little suspect having her here. Why is it so hard to find a smelter? It's 7 a.m. local time, so most places are still closed. It's a little bit of a hike out to that bandit leader, but we have a horse, so we should be able to get there relatively soon.
What could it mean? The return of the Dragonborn?
We'll ride out that way and pick up some points of interest along the way. Some watchtowers, see if we can get close enough to mark it. There we go. No joy. Trying to get some distance so we don't fight while we're on the horse. horse is expensive. I don't want to lose it. What do we have here? It's a little unnamed memorial. It's a lovely country to run through. Not enough volcanoes, though. Lumber mill, that'll be important for when we start building a house. A hunting lodge. All places we'll come back to explore, but we'll try and knock out this errand for the Jarl's Steward. So we'll need to gain some favor with the Jarl before they'll allow us to purchase territory.
I thought about becoming a bandit. Decided I preferred clean clothes and fresh meat.
Tell you what, I'll mount your head on my wall!
Don't hit my horse. Well, he fell through time and space. More calcum we get. That's fun. I can hear more of them. And I'm gonna miss when all these power or cinematic cutscenes disappear on us as they level with us. And helmet and iron warhammer, nothing fancy there. Look on archery. And a level up. Let's take a quick hour-long nap. Really not a whole lot we can put points into right this minute.
Now you're mine.
I'm glad they let me take my nap while I was over there. Don't need to be getting into a fight while we're a little tired. Said though, I believe that's it for the exterior. It's time to get in and get to brass tacks.
We're one of the same kind, you and I, if that is what you wish. Let's go.
Some iron ore we can pick up. Some lockpicks we can break. Tavos would be so upset with me. I like the free iron ore though. That said, we may need to make a little bit of room.
Yes, if that is what you wish. Lead on then.
Alright, a little bit of inventory overhead. We can grab some more iron ore. Again, not the most glamorous job. But it's how we cheaply advance crafting. And saving every septum counts. Oh, looks just awful. Alchemy lab here, but no smelter. Apparently we need to be quicker on the draw with that one.
god Arche was once like us, bound to winding mortality. But he... Gust is responsible for the cemetery here in Falkreath. I take care of the shrine. I am. I came into Arche's light after the Great War. So many died by my hands, my magics. I'm fortunate that Gust and the people of Falkreath have come to accept me as one of their own. Could you do an old elf a favor? I misplaced my journal in a cave I was exploring. I'll pay for its return.
Well,
Blessing of Arche to you for your help.
I've been looking for you.
It is through the ebb and flow
Let's
of this
see.
cosmic
Ah,
tide
looks like that's it. Got to go.
and in the end,
always. Okay. That's why it, that's why it might have failed. Now the Jarl of Farlcreath wants me to, potentially buy some property out here. Convenient. Maybe he'll have forgotten about the meat. He wanted me to go get him.
By the gods, it's true, isn't it? If those Whiterun gods can take down the dragon, so can we.
I'm the steward here. Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward. May wisdom forever light your path.
Good to see you. Finally, someone useful is around. Ah, it's you. Yes, well, now we'll see if the stories about you are true. There's a group of bandits in my hold that I may have had a few discreet dealings with. The cut they were giving me was good at first, but now it's time to clean things up. Go and take care of it.
Sure.
Good. Execute every last bandit. Spare no one.
Steel's good, but loyalty's better. I'm loyal to Dengir first, and the Empire second. The finest weapons and armor.
You sound like a Stormcloak sympathizer, sir.
See me at my forge if you need arms or armor.
Need something? If that is what you wish. Let's go.
Only a hearty soul. Take a look. Good steel's worth every something. Remember that.
Still quite heavy.
Or bleed. The finest weapons and armor. Until next time.
Let's see. Another general store.
I can't believe we let provincials like you wander Skyrim.
Questions? Well met. Unlike my brother, I've no dislike of strangers. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Alright, let's see what else we can offload here before we begin more of an adventure. over to the hunting bow because we got the Imperial one there instead. Got 35 pounds of ingot that I need converted into something more useful.
Steal anything from my shop and you'll...
Yes, yes, yes.
Can I get you something?
He wants us to go all the way out there. Alright, fine. We got a horse.
I can't believe we let provincials like you wander Skyrim.
It's never mind of you, my friend. Hope you enjoy the thaw more. Where's this other cave that he, Really? Alright. We'll ride a little harder to get there. Part of me should be concerned that we are working for a Jarl who is literally offing former business associates. And perhaps if we do a good enough job with this, much as he might be willing to come get us later, might be able to defend ourselves enough with it. Oh, what's your issue, Sergio?
Much better. Thanks, friend. I wouldn't have lasted much longer without that. Name's Valder. I hunt out of Falkreath. We tracked a bear to this den. Good coin for those pelts. We had the big sow cornered when they showed up. 3 of them, out of nowhere. Spriggans. Niels went down before we even knew to run. Ari died just inside. I never even thought the things were real. But now what? I can't just walk away, not with my friends' bodies in there being torn apart by those beasts.
Well, let me help you.
Do that for a stranger? I don't know what to say. Lead on, I suppose.
brigands. And bears. Can't forget the bears.
As we walk through stone passages. What was that?
That'll do. Okay.
Quite a sight.
Niles died before they knew what happened, so it's got to be in here. Oh, sweet, gold ore. We needed some of that.
Done then. Justice, if you can call it that. Look, I want you to have this. I know it isn't much, but it's important to me. Ari gave me this dagger when we first started hunting together. I always said it brought her luck. You should be the one to carry it now. I'll give them a proper burial, then head back. Come find me if you're ever in Falkreath. You'll always be welcome at my door.
You should burn your dead, Matsara. Would you take Dunmer's advice? You should really just put them to pyre and call that good. They're just going to come back as skeletons. Somebody is going to get all necromancery with them, and they're going to come back. And it'll be bad. And you're to blame.
There is an unnatural chill in the air. Some evil power is at work in this place.
Glad our horse is somewhat in part mountain goat. Which, for those who understand the story of Charles the Daedric Goat at home, that is kind of doubly hilarious. What mineral are you? Alright, there's a mine, an orc fortress. Now, he said that he has an affiliation with them, and that they're probably bandits. No. No, 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 no. You stupid, stupid horse. Stay here. Don't help me. Hello, Mr. Fox. Crafting materials, like that. Somebody in that direction saw us, or heard us. Which is understandable, because I rattle like a bunch of bulls in a series of china shops. This armor and all.
Like the ride of a flea.
A little more of a straight fight, like that. And there's a smelter too, we'll make use of that. Well, you know. Ooh. Orkashore. Is that what we're going to find in this particular place? Seems familiar.
Yes. If that is what you wish.
It is, Janasa. I want you to hang on to some of these heavy things.
Lead on then.
While we adventure. Green veins. It's a good sign. Orcish armor is about as warm as it needs to be to get to most of the places in Skyrim. So having Orcish armor will be a great boon.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Oh, that's rude. I had most of my health left. You bastard. Okay, we'll do it again. Orcish battle axe, don't mind if I do.
Yes, Sarah? If that is what you wish.
Ooh, that drained the magic quickly. Take a few hours here. Loredis, which is Friday. No, Saturday. Freedis is Friday.
These earthly passages do not agree with me. I already miss the wind and sky.
We'll take the free blacksmithing point. That will be useful for us, and the book will sell a little bit. Those stories, as you come across them, are really the best way to immerse yourself in a lot of the various types of lore. Play through it firsthand. Finding this much orcish material in one place, though, is very promising, as it'll take some time for it to replenish, but eventually we'll be able to come back to mine it again. Kind of a figurative gold mine where this is concerned. Okay, that's all mined out. Nothing in the walls. Okay, should be good to go. Since it is lighter to smelt this ore, that's 2 to 1 for the bars.
I thought about becoming a bandit. I decided I preferred clean clothes and fresh food.
Alright, homeward bound. Such as it might be called, anyway. Hunting Lodge is a good place to rest if we need it. Kind of right there on the river bend. Makes for a fine resting place. I don't like that sound. But we'll ignore it for now. Good, there's a sawmill here in town, too.
Good to see you. Teach them to stop paying me. Here, you deserve a reward for your service. You know what? I like you. You're not afraid to get your hands dirty. I hereby grant you permission to purchase property in Falkreath Hold. Talk to my steward if you're interested. There is room in my court for a new Thane. It's an honorary title mainly. But there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold. You help my people, and I'll make you my Thane. On your way, then.
Easy enough.
Come and see me again sometime. I might have some use for you.
Let's find the steward to talk to. I believe she is upstairs. Maybe? No.
I protect the Jarl, whoever that might be.
There she is.
I'm the steward here. I serve under Jarl Siggeir and Jarl Dend. There's no house available, but I could sell you a fine piece of land where you could build your own house.
I'll have to think about it.
May wisdom forever light your path.
5,000 septums. We're almost there. We might actually have enough with some of what we have available. Let's go grab ourselves a room at the inn, and then we'll see about purchasing some land.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds. Sure bones. Handsome man in Falkreath.
Well, thank you, Nari.
Welcome to Dead Man's Drink. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
At some point, we should hire Tekla on here. If she could just spend less time serving Dengir.
I wish I could afford to pay you both, Nari. I really do.
A strong drink will chase off that chill in the air.
I'm a bard, trained at the Bard's College in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying. Keep a song in your heart to ward off the gloom.
Strange. These graves hold the sons and daughters of Falkreath.
Hello again, friend. I'll never forget what you did for me.
Okay. Blacksmith should be working.
Steel's good, but loyalty's better. The finest weapons and armor. See me at my forge if you need arms.
We're one
or
of the
armor.
same kind, if that is what you wish. Lead on, then.
Only a hearty take a look.
Just over the line.
Good steel's worth every septum. Remember that.
I'm the steward here. Yes, it's a fine property. Well,
I'll take it.
Follow the road east from Falkreath, then north at the crossroads. Turn left just past Pine Watch.
For an Altmer Ninja, you are not bad.
Siggeir can sometimes act too quickly, but he does listen to Helvard and I. For Falkreath and I, this is just one more war in a long road.
Lakeview Manor kind of puts us closer to a lot of the area where we work too, which is a lovely, lovely touch. Go ahead and put ourselves a little marker kind of near it. Come on, it's nearly vertical, but I know the horse can make it. There we go. Is this Apple Watch? Pine Watch. Close enough. Behold our tract of land. Okay, now we could begin with the beginner's guide to homesteading, but we do have everything that we need here at the moment. To start with the small house layout. We need to make some nails. More nails. We will eventually need a lot of nails, but iron fittings, a lock, and 2 hinges. Lock, iron fittings, 2 hinges, and a mud crab. Oh, there we go. We got dinner. Good job, Janessa. We now have a house. That said, I do want to work on a main hall. And I don't think we have... Yeah, I need the corundium. The good news is, at least, we have a place where we can store things. And that is key. For some things are heavy. And the less of it we can carry ourselves, the better.
Yes, Sarah? If that is what you wish. Lead on, then.
Give me a lot of things that we need to get before this will be truly useful for us as a live-in residence. But once we do get it sorted, this is going to be potent for us, because one of the things that owning one of these 3 properties, which this was the Homestead DLC that came out for Skyrim. And there are several homes that can be built from scratch and can be largely customized as far as what they have in it. And where most of the holds, like Whiterun has a home in it, Solitude has a home in it, Markarth has a home in it, there are some that don't, and they are the smaller holds, like Morthal, Dawnstar, Falkreath. They are without a residence that you can purchase within the walls of the city. So instead you can purchase this plot of land outside of town, and you can turn it into a rather large and expansive mansion where you can have, you know, any of the kids that you adopt that are there. You can hire a steward. But some of the things that you can actually get here, which are extremely useful, is a carriage that can let you travel to any of the towns in the game, including a lot of the minor ones. Because one of the most infuriating ones to get to otherwise is Iverstad, which is the start of your climb up to High Hrothgar. So what I'm looking to do here for the intermediate term, and I'm telling you all this because we're kind of getting to a point where we're going to wind down for the night with some of this. For the intermediate term, we're going to be working on building our crafting skills, exploring the area around the place where we've got, and coming back to do building and kind of build up the supplies and slowly make this house serviceable for us. At the very least, some of the things that I'm looking to have constructed are our main hall, which will include, you know, a bedroom for us, a children's bedroom, a kitchen, and we'll see what else we can kind of slip in there too. But definitely have a little place where we can do some armor work outside, be able to forge our own gear and equipment, and kind of go from there. Now, ordinarily I would be all about showing you all of the boring minutia of making this work and making this happen, but some of what I'm going to be doing kind of in a little bit of off hours is gathering up some sawn logs and making some trips to different places to pick up ore and materials. Ooh, that's iron ore. Useful. Side benefit of this one, of course, too, is that we're going to be building up our crafting and smithing skills. But if we have to make Skyrim our home, we might as well be comfortable. I'll have to do a little bit of research and see if the Priestess of Azura can be assigned as a steward here. Otherwise, we'll probably go with Uthgert the Unbroken, because I like Claudia Christian's voice as a voice actress, and having at least one of her voice characters here would be a nice touch. Because at the end of the day, we're going to end up marrying Janasa once we actually have this house built out a little more. We'll probably locate and identify a couple of stray and adoptable children to bring here. We'll also get our house Carl. He'll be able to be here, as he'll get assigned to us once we're the Thane of Falkreath. And then there's the steward, who can live on the property, and it'll kind of turn this place into a little fortified dwelling, which is great, because every once in a while, when the random dragons event sort of spawns in, they might actually make an attack near enough to the place where those NPCs can be of help. So with that, I'm going to take a little bit of time, go do some of the boring things, and expand on the house just a little bit. These try and make it a little more livable, and we will come back to it. I'm probably going to do another stream during the week, depending upon how things go, and get another day's worth of travel out of this particular extra stream. Otherwise, we'll be back on Monday with classic games to continue along and make some things happen. So with that, let's go ahead and close out the stream portion for this evening with a lot of the things that we usually do. The typical week-to-week schedule is up on display there. You can catch this and other VODs on the YouTube channel and at PyLemRamar. And if you want, you can always donate if you like to coffee.com/PyLemJRamar. I will use that money for coffee. I haven't had any tonight because, I got to work tomorrow and I do need to sleep, so that part's important. But if you also have a Amazon Prime account, you have a free subscription to a Twitch streamer of your choice. If you choose to spend that here, great. I appreciate that. But it is not necessary. However, as a benefit to your Switch subscription, you will be able to arrange for one-on-one time things a little more frequently with DCS. So we can do some teaching with that, because I like playing DCS probably the most. It's the most of what I do here on the stream. And we can do that, off air. That's teaching is definitely not something that needs to be done on air. So don't worry about any of that. But if you are a subscriber, that is a perk that you have and could make use of. Just need to work out the time where we can make that happen. With that, folks, always ask for consent. Try to communicate as best you can with your partners. Try to be genuinely decent human beings. Hope you enjoyed our couple hours of extra excursion time this week together, and I will catch up with you soon, either on another playthrough like this, or Friday for Arma 3, whichever comes first. Thank you for watching, folks. Have a good night.